Okay, let's see if this works. Welcome back, everybody. It's me. It's your friend. If I How are you guys doing? Sorry it's been so outrageously long since the last time I streamed. I've been busy, so I got all the lace on the petticoat done on the blue one that you guys have watched me put together. So she's finished. If you guys want to see photos of her, you should check out the Discord as well as the Twitter or whatever the hell it's called now. Because I'm not remaking my overlays. Yes, many. Um, so we got that done. I rearranged the room. I'm printing off business cards now for my little hobby shop. So if you guys are interested in that, I have moved from Etsy over to Square. So I've got a website because screw Etsy taking so much money from creators. Like, damn. At first it was like, oh, it's a little bit, it's here and there, like it's not too bad. And then all of a sudden they were like, hey, by the way, it's gonna be X amount per listing per month for it to be up there. And then, we're gonna charge you also for shipping, and you can the shipping and this and it was just a whole pain in the so yeah, I'm not doing Etsy no more. I do apologize if that is your favorite place, but my website is up and running. I've got to get some stuff up on there because I have my first craft fair at the end of October. I am tabling with a friend who makes jewelry. So when she gets her stuff up and taken care of, I will put a link to that in the YouTubes and all the greater areas. So if you guys are interested in that, or you want to do a commission, she is actually in my kitty cafe Discord. Oh, I'm gonna snooze that ad. Aha. There we go. Okay, ads are snooze for 5 minutes. Sorry, guys. Hi, BTAC. Hello, hello. Hi, Oakley. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in a set of jewelry or something, you should definitely give her a look at. Her name is I think Strawberry Bunny in Viper Kitty Cafe. So you should go check her out. Right, Minnie? Yeah. So yeah, but that's all the catch up I think I have. When I'm done crafting today, I will probably be playing. I can't believe I'm saying this. Some Elder Scrolls or Elden Ring. So you should check that out. But that'll be on my normal computer. Yeah. Elden Ring is a rough ride. Yes. Yes, it is. And I knew nothing about it going in. I still really don't know anything about it. Um, But yeah, I think I made it more difficult on myself than what I was supposed to. But here we are. Be great. Okay, okay, I gotta back up. Never really finished, got decently far, but it was just too much for me. Understandable. Like, I'm a loot goblin, so it's kind of goblin. I don't know why I am what I do. Well, the huge Elder Scrolls fans. First one was Morrowind back in the day. Okay, yeah, so I love Elder Scrolls Online. I've got everything up to I think the Necronom that they just dropped. I haven't played it yet, so I need to get that. I just really haven't had time for gaming. Um, and that's not to say I'm not going to go back to gaming. It's just I put one hell of a deadline on myself for this outfit. And the event is the first week of November. So I've got to finish this corset, and then I've got to do the outer skirt, the corset cover, and then the blouse, and then that'll be done, and then her hat, and I'll be good. I'll be all finished. So once that happens, then I actually like get to play some games again. Yeah, so I can get into when you play Skyrim, you'll see how large the scale of actual places are and how they kind of. I have never actually played anything Skyrim, so I don't know anything about Skyrim. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. But Rogue and I got married on ESO. Before we got married IRL, that's so cute. You and Rogue are freaking adorable. I love it. Hello, Vested. Thank you for the look, buddy. Yes. Maybe my camera would actually like update. It's fine, guys. Would it be a Viper stream? Ay, ay, ay. You would think I'd have things by now, but no. Oh. See if it works. I'm not gonna promise anything. I hope it does, because it's kind of annoying. But yeah, this camera is supposed to be working. It's not wanting to. I don't know why. Welcome to my stream. Ay, ay, ay. Thought I had all this taken care of. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Why don't you work? Oh, I love doing things on the fly. There we go. She back. I almost cried, y'all. Okay. Kind of feels a little laggy. I apologize. I can't fix it. Got ads in 20 seconds. Okay, there we go. It's just gonna be. Ooh, that is some lag. I don't get why my computer's hating its life so much. Actually, that's a lie. I might know now. Okay. So, what I did was I went with a removable styled lacing structure. So what this is right here, if you guys can see it, these grommets here, it'll lace through them. And I'm adding boning right now so they don't like pull, so they stay nice and straight. That's, I think, optional. I don't know if you're actually supposed to do that. I don't know if old corsets did that, but I'm going to because I want them to stay like nice and fancy and all that good shit. So yeah, so we're gonna do this. I'm going to have. What the fuck? Ay, ay, ay. Oh no. Ooh, that was gross. I apologize. I'm sorry, guys. I did not know that you were hearing all of that. Okay. Okay, let's hope that that quits. We got a lot of dropped frames. I might have to set some up a little differently. I apologize. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish putting these boning structures in. So I want one on each side like this. Now these are metal rails, so I have to be really careful when I'm putting them through my feed dog so I don't break yet another needle. Because I've broken several so far on this project, not with this, but on this project. So I'm very tired of breaking my stuff. I'm bringing you guys down. I apologize if that just absolutely killed some people. Did not mean for it to. My Tasha's fingers. Okay, so do the terrifying part. Oh, why have the tails out like that? They should never happen. Fine. Fine.
going to keep that the same though. So oh, it's so much to fit under the feet. I have to be careful. Okay, we are going to do a start right there. Yeah, okay. That lets me know that I'm in a good spot, and I'm going to move very slowly because I do not want to catch the metal anymore. I might actually cry. So it's not the prettiest stitching, but this is my first time ever working with steel boning, and I am like mortified of breaking my machine. So look at that. Look how stiff this is. There's no, did exactly what I wanted it to. Now I just need to get the steel take shape. So yeah, that'll happen at some point. But look at that, nice and right where I wanted it. Now this floppy guy. So this is canvas. So it's already got more structure than cotton, which is nice because technically, I guess I probably wouldn't have needed that. But this extra reinforcement that I'm doing is going to help these grommets here, the eyelets, stay in because I did use an owl or an awl um, to make these holes so I didn't cut my fabric. But see this pocketing here? The natural curve of the fabric from having it folded and sewn. No seam allowance or no seam. I was really proud of this. I liked how this came out. But I need to make sure that I get the rest of this on. So I've got, this is the rounded side of the eyelets. These are the parts you guys are going to see, and that's why I've got the boning on the inside so you don't see it. That's more of a me thing. But because generally I like to see the boning, I think it's pretty, I think it's cool. But for this project, I wanted it to be less about the cool and more about the ooh, the like ooh secrecy type. I don't know. I really don't know. I just thought it was cool and pretty. Job Viper. How many times can you say cool in one statement? Stick around. We might find out. See, the nice thing is since I already sewed up the sides um, of the bias tape that made the bone casing for this, I know exactly where I can sew, and I'm not going to hit metal because I've already sewn there. It's just making sure I don't mess up the other side. That's really a big deal. My nose. Hello, Dials! Welcome in, welcome in. How are you? That's just a mess of thread right there. Let me know. How's the audio? Bless you, man. Bless you. You allergic to yourself? I'm allergic to you too. I wish you guys could see her. She looks absolutely adorable. Hello, Trini. Hello, hello. How are you doing? How was your nap? You have good nap? But welcome in, guys. Oh, my lord. Okay. Okay. Good. We love a good nap. Well, that's what happens when you've got a recovery. Stay tired. Body has to recoup after stuff occurs. See, this is the side that I'm paranoid on. I can feel the bone. Like my fingernail is in the bone. How are you today, Viper? And my sound keeps cutting out. Let me see if I need to update the app. Okay, the real question is it me sound or is it desktop sound? That's gonna be a big deal. Because me sound is probably like my vocal issue with my microphone that I've got going on. But if you can't hear the music, then that might be a Twitch thing. I don't know, man. I just work here. I should have made these bone casings just a little wider because they are really tight. Which wouldn't be bad because, like, if it was plastic, then that's one thing. Because I don't, the plastic ones I don't necessarily worry about because your needle can go through them. They're not supposed to. It's not good for them. It's not good for the machine, but they can. Now, the metal, no, it can't. You're streaming at a higher resolution than my phone can handle. See, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I think I've got the 740p as an option too. Swap to audio only. In all honesty, it's not the most exciting content anyway, so there is that. You're not missing much. But how you doing, my dude? I have not seen you in forever. Okay, please don't go through. Please don't go through. Please don't be the top. Woohoo! My butt cheeks were clenched. There we go. No, it's only showing me 1080. Damn. Yeah, it's probably why my stream's been like shitting itself on my end too. If I'm being honest. But okay. So we got one boning channel in, and oh, would you look at that? Okay, it's still not perfect sewing wise. But the channel for this side is much better than the channel for the other side. As to be expected, going from the first time I do something to the third time I've done something. It is still pain, buttocks clenching concern. Because the last thing I want to do is obviously shutter a needle, ruin my machine, or totally fuck this up. So we'll find out. We shall find out. That one grommet though, that one's gonna be a pain in the ass. I actually might have to redo this one because I have cut my finger on it several times. Hearing that with no visual to understand why it was said was way too funny. You're welcome. You're welcome. I do aim to please with the odd commentary department. Take pride in that. Sinuses are a pain today, but doing good. I tell you what, everyone's getting sick. I mean, it is fall, so it does make sense. You got the everyone's immune systems are going down because it's getting cold. All like good shit. But I'm glad I could find and bring you a form of entertainment. That is, it's what I'm here for. You guys are here for the content, not the quality. Obviously, because if you were here for the quality, my stream would actually work correctly. You know. It'll be like that sometimes. It was starting on the next bone. See, I'm here for the Elden Ring later. Oh, I see how it is, Trini. I thought you loved me. Damn. He's only here to watch me suffer. Well, now I might just play Stardew. Shit. Okay, I gotta be careful how close I get to the edge. Because since this is a detachable style set of grommets, I want to still be able to attach this to the actual corset without having to add like partitions and extensions. I might still have to do that. I really don't know. I've never done. I've only ever put boning into 3 projects now. This I don't really count this boning because this is steel case, or this is steel bone. Steel boning. Oh my god, you'd think I'd be able to English. Good lord. Um I've never obviously done steel boning, as I have said several times already. So this is a little out of my wheelhouse. And I don't know exactly how it's going to behave. And the last quote unquote corset that I made, I cut the grommets in, which I vowed to never do again because that was a hellfire experience in and of itself. Just when you come to think of, oh, I just cut all of these threads. So I have now structurally weakened the absolute shit out of this fabric. And I don't want to do that with these. So I have small eyelets. I used an owl, or an awl, however you want to call it. And I pushed it through the weave of the fabric and made the size of the hole that was needed for the grommet to go through. And then, push the grommet through. So it took a while. It's 2 layers of canvas. It's cotton. It would have been easier. But as much as this particular corset is for fancy, like, being all fancy and shit, I also want it to still be like structurally sound and stable. Because I do want to wear it, and at some point I want to wear more corsets kind of like this instead of bras, because these are just more comfortable for me. I hate wearing bras. They are highly uncomfortable. Oopsie. And they're just a pain in the ass. And they never fit correctly, so that's another. I do have some patterns for like actual bras, so if you guys want to see construction of those, let me know. I've never made them before. I've kind of just been a little too chicken shit to try. But I wouldn't mind trying at some point, because I have some hella cute fabric. I promised to make a pair of bras, set pair set, yeah, set of bras, for one of my friends. because she promised she'd be my guinea pig. Okay, second boning structure finished. Let's get this onto our mock-up. Mock-up. So we got this taken care of. This one was also kind of difficult because it's got a busk in it. I've never used a busk before, and it was kind of trial by basis. Like, one side of it came out really, really well. I'm really proud of it. But that's also because it wasn't that hard. I just cut some holes so like the pins could go through this right here. It literally, it kind of just looks like a drawer, you know, like the front of a drawer. If I'm being honest, like there's not much to it. But I went did what I oh my lord, I cannot English. Anyway, what I went through and did, wow, is I made a channel that was about the width of this half of the busk. Then I put the busk into the channel, figured out where I wanted it centered, where I wanted it stopped. So I've got about 2.5 inches on both sides, on the top and the bottom. And then I figured out where the pins were, and I did. I'm a horrible person. I know. I should have just taken the owl and like pressed it in, just like what I did with the grommet, so I didn't ruin the structure. But I was tired and annoyed. So I cut it. So I cut a small little piece and then I pushed these knobs through. And then this side, this was a shit show. Because I could not just make a channel and put the bus calf in because you guys can see this. It's about an inch to what is that? That looks like about half an inch long. Yeah. It's a little bit over half an inch long, like wide. And I obviously couldn't just make a channel and then cut it because then it would move and then I'd have to sew it again. So what I did was I did some hinky style, fold it over, press it down, and then hope to God I got it right, kind of lined it up based on where the pins of the other half were, and then I cut the side and then I stuck the teeth through, and then I went through and like pushed on it really hard and sewed it right down, so like it's staying. It's not going anywhere. It's really ugly, but that's okay because this is the liner. So as long as I don't have to alter too much, I can just use the straight fabric pattern or the straight paper pattern, which I am pretty lucky most of the times. Like, uh, general patterns like this work for me, and I don't have to worry about going through and fitting anything, but we will see. It's already starting to get a little bit of its body, lol, some of its shape already. So like, you know, you got your titty pockets is what I'm gonna start calling these. They're bust gores, I believe. And then I've got a hip gore. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna make padding for them, and that's gonna pad them out, and that's gonna give that very, very hourglass like massive badonkadonk badonkadonk to the hips. It's gonna give that nice spring. And then I've got a butt pad that's going to go on the outside of the corset on the top. And that's going to, you know, make my butt look bigger, and it's going to help pop the back of the skirt off, because technically what I should have done was made what's called a crinoline cage. And all that is a skirt with boning in it in like a stripe-wise fashion, and it helps pop the skirt out. So it was a massive thing for women, because now they no longer had to wear like 7 million petticoats to get that nice big full hip look. So it cut down on the cost of products that you had to wear, cut down on the amount of layers, cut down on the heat, and cut down on the laundry. So that was amazing. I didn't do that. I didn't have any foresight to do that because I am dumb and I apparently like making things hard for myself. So instead, I made petticoats. Yeah. We're going into an ad break, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Oh, just kidding. That ad break is over. I'm big dumb. Hopefully you guys heard that. If not, it will be on the YouTube. But yeah, so this is the inside. I was so proud of myself, guys. I was like going through, I was getting all these seams down. I was like, oh my god, this looks great. And then about to this point, I went, this is a mock-up. This is the liner. So yeah, that's, I love my life. Anyway, I'm still gonna have to pin all this down because then I found out when I put the busk in that I did on the opposite side, and I'm not going to flip it back over. So this will be visible to me, and that will be an issue because this frays like a mofo, and I don't want it to. And I already made all of this here look so good. Like, look at that. Look at how pretty that is. It looks great on both sides. So yeah, I need to fix that. So let's go ahead and get these put in. Let's see. I want the nice side out, and that's upside down because I big dumb. And I gotta do this, but it's actually gotta go through and line up with this, which is supposed to actually be right there. I think. We'll put it about here. Oh my god, did I totally mess this up? No. No, 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 no. Yeah, I did it. Motherfucker. Let me check. Okay, so it is not the front facing, it is the back facing. Two. Along hip. That's center back. Yep, I am big dumb. Oh well, I don't care anymore. Don't be like me, guys. Check your patterns constantly. I did not, and it just bit me in the ass. Oh well. Just gonna look kind of wonky. I think right about there looks good. I'm not gonna pin it, because I don't have any pins that are going to be able to go through 2 layers of canvas and then normal fabric. So yeah, we just winging it, boys. Maybe I want to put it on the inside. That? I don't really know. Oh, yeah, no, I will totally do that on the inside because then that gives a bit of a buffer. And then I'll have the actual canvas portion over it. Okay, yeah, I'll do it like that. Crises has been averted, boys. Because what's going to happen is I'm gonna finish all of the seams on the inside um, of this corset, like on the liner that's touching not my skin, because I'm gonna have a chemise in the proper layers between myself and the corset, because to quote a YouTuber, we're not a poorly researched historical drama. So yeah, it's going to have a layer of clothing between the corset and my bare skin, which is what that chemise is. So that's why I was so focused on making sure that that worked and looked really good, because one must have the proper grounds. I'm pulling up stuff like this. Okay, and I'm gonna leave about a quarter of an inch to a half inch. I will be going through all of this with a bias tape edge, give it a nice finish on the top, but also because I have a lace applique for the actual outside. So it's going to be this canvas all the way around on the outside. Oh my god, it's already looking so good. But anyway, so it's going to have this canvas on the outside that's going to give it structure. This is the main body of the whole corset. Now, I don't like the feel of canvas. Even through, one layer of cotton, it still kind of has that little bit of rough, which is why I wanted to have an inner lining, which is what this is going to be, and it's going to be nice and finished. That way, then it doesn't fray. And then, so we're going to have the canvas, this inner lining, okay, here, let me back it up. Inner lining, boning structure, canvas, applique lace all over the top. So this is going to have like an applique kind of like cover up type deal. So you won't see all of this bullshit. And then all of this is going to be folded in toward the inside of the corset, kind of like, well, let me see if I can get it like this. And then all that's going to get sewn down. So it's going to be like a nice flat top. And then I'm going to have tape, looks like this, all the way around the top and all the way around the bottom. And it's going to just look nice and clean. But I'm doing that because the lace is itchy. And if any of my skin does come in contact, because I'm not always going to wear this with like a corset cover or a blouse on top, like bare skin will have a chance to have contact with the lace applique on the top, and I don't have to deal with that. So what'll happen is the lace will go over the canvas and get pinned in, but it's going to get pinned in between the canvas layer and the lining layer. And then I'm going to trap all of that with the bias tape. Because, looking at this canvas, look at how much that flattened out. I really didn't do much of anything. It's really thick, it's really tight. Uh, this right here is just folded. This is 4 layers of canvas. That is a lot to ask my machine to go through constantly, because when you mate 2 sides together, I'm going to have to put them together and then fold them down and sew them out when I attach the boning channels. But, canvas can still fray. I don't want to have to deal with that. And yeah, I don't know. I'll probably explain it better once I actually get everything put in and put together, and it'll make more sense. We'll see, hopefully. I don't really know. I am kind of making this up as I go, guys, and it's just you're here along for the ride with me and my mistakes. Yeah. Welcome to my channel. Oh, got to here. Do about a quarter inch on the top, on the bottom. Woo! Stay. I almost made a big dumb. Another reason why it might look like the inner lining is so much longer than the canvas that I have is I've already taken care of the seam allowances on the canvas and taken those edges off. This still has raw edges on the top and the bottom, so I have not yet folded it down the several times that's required. Um, but once I do that, then, it's going to have a nice clean edge and it's going to be about the same size as the rest of the canvas. And that bias tape is also going to help, hide my sins. Because I know out there somewhere a historical costumer is probably rolling and screaming in pain and agony uh, for the atrocities that I am committing. I apologize. She used a different foot. Okay, let's get. This looks so big. It looks like a scroll. Let's get laced up and then see how this works. If it works. You have a good nap, Coda? I was till you woke me up. You look like a rag doll. Oh, I love you too, buddy. Oh, big sleeps. I'll see if I can move the camera so you guys can see this. It is adorable. I might have to just craft standing now because, like, I apologize. You're probably gonna. Ooh, so we've got Minnie. And in all his floofy glory, Dakota. But you can't tell as he's just purring very contently right now. Those big mitts. Look them big paws. Them big paws. Hopefully this works. We'll see. Okay. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take the lace that I've got. This focuses life efforts. Okay. Hopefully, okay, yeah, that's in. So what's going to happen is I'm going to flip this so it's actually facing the right way. So I can explain. Yeah. I am going to add the lace. And what's going to happen is it's going to start here and here and meet here in the middle. Or at least that's the hope. I've never done this before. We'll see. Consult the instructions. Okay. Got those in. That's just gonna. Did I do how they told me to? No, but they're just gonna cover it. Anyway. Okay, so I've got the gores in. What in actual hell? That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's boning. Okay, so here's our lacing. Start from all the way up here. I leave these a little open, and then okay. So top. Yeah. Chaboom! My cording. My dastardly long cording. Jesus. Thanks, Jenny. Sorry about that. 2, 3. Okay. Gonna do it. Did Big Dumb under Viper. There we go. Well, if this ain't just a case of mental fuckery, I don't know what is. Okay. They say tie it down here. Okay, permanent knot made. That's just ugly. Okay, these are the ears. Well, I almost had them like perfectly down the shinner line. That's cool. Okay, so these big long things are the ears. That's where the tying happens. We'll see if I can do this without help. No promises. Oh, I really fucked this bus up. Do. Cool. Right? Is this correct? It looks right. Yeah. Okay, so definitely boning, obviously, on either side of the busk. I think that was already required by the pattern, but I don't really know. Busk is a pain in the ass. Not the busk fault, it's a me problem. It's fine. Okay, so that's all there. Got one ear, I got the other ear. So there's gonna be boning like all up this front and everything. Might actually distance out. I can't see, guys. How does that look? Oh, the lacing looks good. Okay. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I think, um, because this doesn't look like I've laced in, like, at all. I still look pretty wide. Obviously, there's no, like, boning and stuff in here, so, like, I can't fully show it. Um, but the hips look good. The top needs fit like that. But what I'm back here, I just think is what is going to happen. So, right here, not here, sorry, back here, I had a panel and a panel. What I think is this panel was supposed to be like all of this. So I am going to negate, which one is this? This is not how you're supposed to do this, guys. Do not take this as good sewing methods. I just really hate having to alter patterns, and I don't want to make another mistake at all. Is the center back? Kind of feel center back. Oh, that was a lie. This is center back. For some reason, what the fuck? Okay, there's the hip gore. Okay. So, hip gore. Oh, that's the busk. Okay, so I still need the line of the center back. Uh, but I think what I'm going to do, reduce size. Um, good. I'm getting rid of this. I do not need the back facing. The rest of this. And for this, let's see. This is 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is 9. Really can get rid of a lot. I am not as big as I thought I was. Damn. I mean, yay, but like, damn. Okay. Right here. How much of that I think I'm gonna drop off? Will that be enough? Oh, let's try it. So I moving to my cutting table, which bend right there. So I shall go there. I'm gonna start cutting. Oh, I don't need the front facing either. Okay. Well, since Discord, not Discord, what is this? OBS is deciding to lose its shit for quite literally no reason. I don't get why, guys. I have perfect connectivity, no rendering lag, but it keeps disconnecting. I really don't get why. I'll reach out to her, whatever. This is aggravating. Cause obviously it's not fun. It's not cool to you guys either because you keep getting notifications. I mean, I keep getting notifications. It's annoying. But so for the rest of this, what's gonna happen is I have cut in half effectively the size of this back piece here. And then I'll fold it back a little bit more and I'll attach these guys because I know that this gave it obviously an extra inch and that's not supposed to be there. This is supposed to actually fully line up with this piece right here. But since oh, you know what? Actually, I'll still do that for that piece, but gonna pick out this piece so they still end up. I'm gonna mess with this. We'll see how this works. But I think I'm gonna make the busk area. I might pull that in a little bit more because that is rather large. So I need to do that. Then I'm gonna hem it, take all that stuff. So hopefully by the next time you guys see me, we're doing a final fitting of this and we'll be done and then we can move on to something. But yeah, reconnecting again. Love to get the login from this is fuck. Um need the log. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. But yeah, so I'm going to figure this stuff out, get it all worked on because the corset looks gigantic, and I know I'm not that fat. Yeah. But I'm gonna get this stuff fitted so it looks good on me. Hopefully, as long as my internet starts like actually working, because I don't know why it's being hit. But it's effectively only affecting my side of the house. So Cox Internet came in, they did something, they replaced our modem, and Best is getting great internet. I'm getting shit internet. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.